This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
.15, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Dulmin Samarasinghe and read by Niranjan Abesundara. Ms. Dinesh Gunawardena say the UN Human Rights Council has not been able to get a majority of votes to pass a resolution against Sri Lanka. Consumer Protection Authority prepares a special program to protect consumer during the New Year period. The Police Special Task Force launches operations to nab persons involved in any type of extremist activities. In world news, Germany imposes Easter lockdown in response to a third coronavirus wave. Sports news, sports urge to drop high-carbon sponsorship deals. Mr. Dinesh Gunawardena said the UN Human Rights Council has not been able to get a majority of votes to pass a resolution against Sri Lanka at the 46 regular sessions of the Council. During a media briefing in Colombo following the vote, the minister pointed out that the majority of member states are with the party that was against the resolution. He thanked all countries that voted against the resolution. He said the government is taking measures to protect the human rights of the people even amid the spread of the coronavirus by launching the vaccination program when powerful countries in the world were unable to do so. Mr. Dinesh Gunawardena said President Gotabaya Rajapaksa is further strengthening peace in the country following the defeat of the LTTE terrorism. He said the report of the Commissioner is based on unsubstantiated, unjustifiable allegations and inaccurate statistics. The minister emphasized that no one can interfere in the internal affairs of a country. The Consumer Protection Authority has prepared a special program to protect consumers during the New Year period. It will be in place from Thursday to 23rd of April. Authorities said investigative officers would be deployed during that time for investigations and raids. Public can make complaints to the Consumer Protection Authority over the hotline number 1927. Intelligence units of the Police Special Task Force have launched operations identified to nab persons involved with any type of extremist activities. The reason for launching the operations is the release of a large number of suspects arrested in connection with the Easter Sunday attack. Police have taken into custody a considerable number of suspects who had been released during the past few weeks. The Special Task Force said they were able to get important information related to the Easter Sunday attack after questioning the suspects. Minister Prasanna Ranatunga said the committee appointed to study Presidential Easter Sunday Commission report will hand over its report within the next 2 weeks. He said yesterday the committee paid special attention on the recommendations of the Commission and opinions expressed by the Catholic Bishops' Conference. The minister said that they had to recommend the Terrorist Investigation Division and the CID to conduct investigations again after studying and rectifying shortcomings of the recommendations of the Commission. He said they cannot be satisfied about the Commission report, but the responsibility of implementing the recommendations and the shortcomings were discussed. Indian Deputy High Commissioner Vinod K. Jacob and co-chair of the PSC on the upgrading of the Thondaman Vocational Training Centre and Additional Secretary of Development, State Ministry of Estate Housing and Community Infrastructure Deepika Gunaratne convened a meeting at High Commission today to review the progress of the upgrading of the TBTC in Hatton. Upgrading of training centre is being undertaken as a grant project, but the Government of India and consists of civil work as well as the supply of equipment, education and vocational training have been central elements of India's development assistance in Sri Lanka. India's overall assistance to Sri Lanka currently stands at more than $3.5 billion. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
Minister of Environment Mahinda Amaraveera said air pollution in Kandy and Colombo has exceeded the levels recommended by the World Health Organization. However, he said all of the parts of the country had minimal levels of air pollution. The minister mentioned this during a media briefing organized by the Sri Lanka Medical Council in Colombo this morning. He said the WHO has recommended the level of particulate matter in the atmosphere should be less than 50 micrograms per square meter. He said the government would take steps to give priority to the importation of electric and solar-powered vehicles. The colleges and schools functioning under Northern Provincial Department of Education have filled the existing vacancies. Accordingly, 53 veterinary teachers and 69 electricians have been appointed. There is an appointment to them handed over by the Governor of the North Province, PSM Charles, at the Jaffna Central College yesterday. The Met Department opened a meteorological observatory centre for the Mullaitivu district today. Director General of the Meteorological Department, Athura Karunayaka, inaugurated the Meteorological Observatory Centre, which is located on the Mullaitivu Beach Road. Religious leaders, Mullaitivu District Secretary K. Vimanathan, and departmental officials were present at the opening ceremony. Meanwhile, a seminar organized on the World Climate Day was held at the Mullaitivu District Secretariat today. It was attended by school students, teachers, and department officials. CCTV cameras are being installed at major intersections in Vaunia. The first phase of the project is being carried out with the participation of Vaunia traders. Its main purpose is to control crime in the Vaunia town. The Vaunia Chamber of Commerce has stated that the monitoring activities will be carried out in collaboration with the Vaunia District Police Headquarters. And that ends local news for now.
Darling, our daughter has top O-level results. Do you know what this means?
Yes, just 3 years and she'll be going abroad for her degree.
For which we'll need a bank loan.
But is a normal loan the smartest option?
What else?
The smartest way is to start an HDFC Smart Goals account.
Let your child begin their degree with no delays. Start an HDFC Smart Goals account. Call 2356 888.
Honey, you're so smart.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddha Lepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddha Lepa, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddha Lepa Veda Mahatmya.
The Ministry of Health said that another 248 COVID-19 patients have recovered and discharged from hospital within the last 24 hours. This brings the total number of COVID-19 recovered in the country to 87,306. A total of 90,514 cases of coronavirus have been reported in Sri Lanka so far, while 2,657 of them are under medical care. Sri Lanka death toll due to the virus stands at 551. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddha Lepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddha Lepa.
On to Watch Light. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board says water supply to several areas in Kaluthara will be suspended for 18 hours from 8 a.m. tomorrow. Water supply will be suspended to Wadduwa, Waskaduwa, Potapitiya, Molligoda, Moronthuluwa, Kaluthara North and Kaluthara South. That came to in Watch Light.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Germany imposes Easter lockdown response to third coronavirus wave. Israel votes as Netanyahu hopes vaccine rollout overcome the corruption trial. Several dead and thousands are homeless in the Rohingya refugee camp fire. Germany has extended lockdown for 3 weeks, imposing an almost complete halt over the Easter holiday in response to a third wave of coronavirus infections. Our talks with regional leaders, Chancellor Angela Merkel said current measures will remain until 18th of April. Restrictions will be even tougher from the 1st to 5th of April, when most shops will be shut and gatherings will be limited. Ms. Merkel said Germany was now in a very serious situation. Israelis began voting today in a fourth election in 2 years. The Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hoping a world-beating COVID-19 vaccine rollout will win him another term. With coronavirus precautions at polling booths across the country and ballots at the airport for quarantined Israelis coming home to vote, opinion polls show the race is yet again too close to call. Death toll of a huge fire in Rohingya refugee camp is feared to be rising, while tens of thousands are homeless after fleeing the blaze. So far, 7 people are confirmed to have been killed. Refugees International quoted witnesses as saying barbed wire fencing around the camp in Bangladesh's Cox's Bazar trapped many, including children. The settlement is a part of a network of camps housing over 1 million refugees who have fled Myanmar since 2017. And back to the headlines of the world news. Germany imposes Easter lockdown in response to a third coronavirus wave. Israel votes that Netanyahu hopes a vaccine rollout overcomes the corruption trial. Several dead and thousands are homeless in Rohingya refugee camp fire. That is world news.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by Nivea along with CIB. Valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment and 20% discount for bank card holders during 16th to 30th March. Our product, our place. CIB.
The Secretary to the Ministry of Technology, Jayanta De Silva, said that all the preliminary work for establishment of Technoparks, which is a major development project proposed to implement the government's policy of building a technology-centric economy, has been completed. The creation of 5 new technology parks in the country has been identified as a major step in this direction. It said Gaul, Kandy, Noreli and Kurunegala have been identified for the purpose. That is Development News.
Development News was brought to you by Nivea along with CIB. Valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment and 20% discount for bank card holders during 16th to 30th March. Our product, our place. CIB.
On to sports news. Sports teams and competitions have been urged to drop sponsorship deals from companies that promote high-carbon lifestyles, products and services. A new report called Sweat, Not Oil say deals damage progress in efforts to tackle global warming. It says there are more than 250 sponsor agreements worldwide between sports groups and high-carbon industries. This report is published by New Weather Institute, think tank Climate Charity Possible and the Rapid Transition Alliance. Formula One news. Mick Schumacher starts his Formula One career this weekend in Bahrain as a rookie like no other. As the son of the man who until last year was the most successful Grand Prix driver of all time, 20-year-old's path to top of the sport has long seemed preordained. And as Michael Schumacher's son, Mick will have the eyes of the world on him this year, like perhaps no other debutant in Formula One ever has before. Snooker news. Ronnie O'Sullivan reached the semi-final of the Tour Championship final by beating John Higgins 10-8 at a Celtic Manor resort in Newport, Wales. The world champion had a 5-3 lead after the first session, with Higgins reaching the innings mid-session interval still only 2 behind at 7-5. That was sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Sanasa General Insurance Company has launched Pratishakshi, which is a unique insurance solution that is tailor-made for any individual whose income is at risk as a result of the present COVID-19 pandemic or any other pandemic that may occur in the future. It has been introduced to support policyholders of any income level if the policyholder suffers from a loss of earnings due to COVID-19 or any other epidemic. Accordingly, the policyholder can obtain a daily income in the event of loss of income. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
A special meeting was held recently to revive the European Union-Sri Lanka Investor Dialogue that was initiated by the Board of Investment and EU in 2014 and conducted quarterly until 2019. Its purpose is to develop an effective facilitation program for existing investors from the EU as well as to encourage and attract more foreign direct investments from the EU. EU Ambassador Dennis Chaibi informed that the EU will prepare the agenda for the forthcoming EU-Sri Lanka Investor Dialogue and finalize arrangements in coordination with the BOI to make this dialogue forward. That is economic news.
Congratulations on your promotion. When will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasir, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
And the weather report, Met Department says showers or thunder showers will occur at several places for most parts of the island during the evening or night. Fairly heavy falls, about 70 millimeters, can be expected some places in the Sabaragamuwa, southern, western, north central and central provinces. Showers can be expected in the east and Nuwa provinces in the morning tomorrow as well. That was the weather report.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasir, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
And back to the headlines of the news. Minister Dinesh Gunawardena say the UN Human Rights Council has not been able to get the majority of votes to pass a resolution against Sri Lanka. Consumer Protection Authority prepares special program to protect consumer during the New Year period. The Police Special Task Force launches operation to nab persons involved in any type of extremist activities. In world news, Germany imposes its lockdowns in response to a third coronavirus wave. Sports news, sports urge to drop high-carbon sponsorship deals. That is the news. Back to Prashant to keep you entertained this Tuesday evening. Over to you, Prashant.